School is finally out for the day, and you have a minute to catch up. You pull out your phone and start scrolling through the usual mix of jokes and memes. Then, right in the middle of your feed, a post from a classmate stops you. The tone is heavy. The words are vague, but they feel completely out of place. You check the comments. A couple drop laughing emojis. Someone replies with a sarcastic gif. Almost everyone else just ignores it and keeps scrolling. You hesitate. You read the post a second time. It is incredibly difficult to tell if they are just having a bad day, making a weird joke, or dealing with something much darker. The digital world is built for quick reactions and endless scrolling. Because of that speed, real cries for help often get camouflaged as everyday teenage drama. So let's pause the timeline right here. You are staring at a screen, caught in a very real dilemma. You have to figure out how to distinguish between someone safely venting their frustrations online and a genuine warning sign that requires immediate action. In a group chat with dozens of people, your brain plays a trick on you. It assumes that because there is an audience, someone else will step up. Someone else will ask if everything is okay. Relying on the crowd means nobody acts at all. Recognizing a digital warning sign requires you to actively break your scrolling habit and engage critically with what you are seeing. To know when to intervene, we have to know exactly what we are looking for. Digital warning signs usually escalate in severity. Look at this chart. At the baseline tier, we find isolation markers. This is when a person repeatedly posts about feeling hopeless, entirely alone, or wanting to disappear. As we move up to the second tier, we look for sharp deviations in behavior. A normally quiet student suddenly posting aggressive rants or sharing disturbing images that completely break from their established online personality. At the very top tier, we find direct threats. These are posts expressing intense anger, a clear desire for revenge, or explicitly stating an intent to cause physical harm. Notice what happens when concrete details enter the mix. If a post includes a specific name, a targeted location, or an exact date, the urgency of the situation skyrockets. One unusual post does not guarantee an imminent crisis. However, when you see a credible combination of these markers, it demands responsible attention. When you spot a concerning post, your instinct might be to reply, call the person out publicly, or argue in the comments. Do not do this. Take a look at this network map. When you reshare or engage with a threatening post, algorithms take over. A single message spreads exponentially across hundreds of feeds. Instead of neutralizing a threat, you are generating mass panic. Beyond the immediate panic, there is the psychological damage. Taking a vulnerable, distressed post and weaponizing it as community gossip only pushes the original poster further into isolation. Engaging negatively or resharing a warning sign takes a fragile situation and adds fire. It turns a silent bystander into an active participant who makes the crisis worse. Let's unpause the timeline. You are back in that moment of hesitation. You see the warning signs. Now you make a deliberate choice to help. Your very first action is to silently and safely secure the context before the user can delete the post. You take a screenshot. As you can see in this graphic, a useful screenshot must capture 3 vital pieces of information: the original text, the specific account name, and the exact time and date stamps. Once you have that record, you stop. You step away from your device, disconnect from the online noise, and prepare to take real-world action. In this context, a screenshot preserves the necessary details for those trained to help, turning a digital moment into a tool for intervention. You take that screenshot directly to a trusted adult. That could be a guidance counselor, a teacher, or a parent. Social stigma often surrounds the idea of snitching, but reporting a potential crisis aims to prevent tragedy rather than create trouble for a peer. Reporting a concern is an act of compassion. It is the necessary bridge to connect a struggling person with professional help before a situation spirals out of control. Protecting the school community is a shared responsibility. relying on every digital citizen to stay alert and speak up. By choosing to recognize the signs, refusing to spread the panic, and reporting it to an adult, you hold the power to protect your community. That choice could easily save a life.